Bob trying to find the stacks, gonna go for the Requiem instead. He's still playing around with the attribute shift, and TOPSON once again just lives to see another day. Be cautious though, because Zephyr, with the onslaught, clips onto Shanks. They've got the Wrath of Nature as well, so T1, off the back of the support rotations, will help TOPSON stay alive and get a kill onto Shanks.
That's the thing about the best teams in the world. You can have one lane go really poorly, but as long as the other two are going just fine, I mean, that's why it was such a big deal that Bob was getting those kills solo without any other assistance.
Carlos, he's in a lot of trouble here. Ana's got plenty of movement speed to be able to continue this chase, and the T2 tower won't even be a deterrent. He doesn't get close enough to it. Do we feel like Execration might lack some early game damage now going to the mechanism and almost hand to God? We're gonna see the defense. Yeah, Tino, look at the jump. Oh no, Tino evaporates. Ana playing with the Unleash, and I was gonna turn to try and bring down Paulus. It's gonna be all up to Bob if they can turn this team fight back around, but the Requiem still on cooldown, so Bob will have no answer. As Execration, they lose their tier 1 tower and they lose 2 members.
Unleash coming through from the Marcy, it's way too much to have to deal with.
Oh, they're onto the Shadow Fiend. Onslaught's out from Zephyr. Wrath of Nature burst. It's not enough to get the kill onto Bob, and he's been able to charge up the Requiem. Tino with the Exo as well. This is a lock emitter for Execration, and they just get Zephyr. I don't know if that's worth it. 2 ultimates. Yes, you keep the Shadow Fiend alive, but bottom lane as well. Ana, he's going to find a solo kill onto Paulus, so this is something that a core Marcy needs, and a position 1 Marcy in particular. You need to get kills when you have the Unleash available, and Ana has done that multiple times this game.
Just lost so much.
He's aware. He's gonna pop, he jumped in instead. Oh no, he jumped in, and now with the Chain Frost can bounce back and forth. They'll get the hand of gold for the bonus heal. Now Ana is going to try and turn it around as well. They Unleash for the Dispel, and Ana's life still's not enough. They get the kill into the Marcy, but it comes at such a grave cost, as Execration will lose all 3 members in the skirmish party. I believe. Tino, maybe. Alright, they got him. TOPSON gets the double. Ana loses his streak, but all of tier 1 show up huge with the rotation down to bottom. Where do you jump? Because Ana and Whitemon playing hand in hand. They're going to go for Zephyr instead. Not the easiest target to bring down, especially with Whitemon on the outskirts as well. The Spirit Vessel applied. It's going to stop a lot of the bonus health coming back, but off to the left side, they're going to be able to blow up Tino with a turnaround. It's not enough because Ana's protected with the BKB. He just shrugs off the Requiem, jumps further into the middle, secures the triple kill, and Ana's Marcy is something to fear.
Oh, they did such a good job in being able to scout out that movement and dodge a lot, but you lose your tier 2 tower and you lose 3 heroes because you think you could go on to this Primal Beast. Turns out he's a pretty beefy hero. Level 11, position 4, 2200 HP, plus the extra armor that you're getting if you're able to get off that uproar. It's just way too much.
Looks TOPSON and baits Ana to jump in. They get the stun. Ana still has ages. This is... I don't know if you're ready for this team fight. Ana gets a little bit of bonus health back. Not going to be enough to hold off through the first life. And now Tino, he's got his second point of the exorcism. So he's going to charge in the middle, trying to create some chaos, break the formation out of T1. But they're retreating perfectly. In synergy is T1, making sure there's no stragglers for the easy pickings. And now with the backstabber, Zephyr onslaughts into the middle with the Polarize out as well. Tino's gone out of the count, and our T1, they're on pursuit for more. Cuckoo's already teleporting to the backline, but Shanks is up to the high gun, so instead they'll go back to the tier 2 tower.
Can you tell that I like this aggressive T1? Because I really like it, you know, especially Zephyr. That is the biggest improvement that I'm seeing so far out of their last 6 months, honestly. Like a big change in style, and it's working out wonderfully for them. Still just lacking that little bit of extra damage. They get Cuckoo.
They'll be able to break the Dismember instantly. Vincenzo's going to buy some time as well, but Palace is stuck in no man's land. Shanks is able to reveal the Blink Dagger as well. They're going to try and toss him inside the Requiem, but the attribute shift keeps TOPSON alive, and now Ana is having a free fight. Again, the Marcy is just jumping on forward. Zero cares in the world is Ana. Cuckoo Might have to have some cares. Looks like he's able to walk that one off as well. A Witchblade, actually, sorry, the Mage Slayer completed.
So even if they dive onto him, I mean, just the passive 30% magic resistance is really nice for a Chen. Plus the Cloak Aura, plus everything else that you got.
Ooh, Bob trying to charge up the Requiem. They need to toss him directly on top of the Shadow Fiend. They're going to be able to do so, but the BKB, the nick of timing from Zephyr and our Execration, they got to get out. Cancel the team fight, but the Bashers are there. Bob will not escape. And Norval shanks, and TOPSON wants more blood. A waveform deep inside the base. They've got Ana to follow up as well as T1. Look at them go forward, pillaging the base. No one is safe from the boys of T1.
They're ready, and they want to converge potentially on mid. I mean, they've got the siege creep there. They've got a second wave coming. Looks like for now, they just want to close out all of these outer towers for now. I mean, even Ana's just trying to solo. Look at all the vision that T1 have of the map. I just realized they could see everything, and they feel like Ana's just able to get these solo pickups.
Oh, he's going to run into Palos. Shanks is nearby. Tino, he's not going to be able to cancel his TP. Down goes to position 1. Pudge, god-like streak for Ana. And bottom lane, Bob, they're going to force out a BKB out of the Shadow Fiend as well. One charge from Zephyr sends Bob packing inside the base.
Know how quickly the connection can come, right? You got the global teleport as Cuckoo comes to mid. TOPSON, of course, with his waveform, very fast at being able to move around the map. The Frost Shield's going to delay things a little bit, but you're still just not ready.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's going to have to be a toss back into a Requiem, and there's the silence.
That cast range, man.
Not able to find it. Zephyr with the charge and gets the pulverize onto Tino. They're going to be able to stop it in its tracks, but there's just no damage. You drop the pipe, you got the hand of God, and instantly T1 can turn it around. They're deep inside the base without a care in the world. Even the glyph is not going to be enough of a deterrent. Tino will try and charge onto Cuckoo, but the physical damage is starting to wrap up. Even the BKB will not do anything to protect the Death Prophet. T1, the mid lane was rocky to start, but it did not matter. What a fine way for them to open up their run here in game 1.
Oh, just missing on the hook there. This should be game. Like, they are absolutely swarming that Ancient. No buybacks available on the DP or the SF. Just look to close this one out if they were wanting to, but being a little bit composed. Never mind, it was a bait.
It was a bait. Give me more kills. Let me add to the tally. The G's had dropped. T1 on their debut. Fine game 1. We'll see what they're able to do if they can replicate this performance. But for them, Denok, you really had a lot of questions on how this new T1 it would look. And again, in really particular to the supports. And I was quite impressed with Zephyr on the Primal Beast.
And like I was saying before, Shaker pretty terrible in the laning stage, unless you've got like other stuns or other amount of burst damage to be able to take advantage of someone that's blocked off from the Fissure. Waimon doesn't care. He's an Enchantress. Like, he just needs to keep ferrying him out, little bits of regen. He's gone full harass mode with his Fairy Fires and multiple Iron Branches. And again, you can't just summon the Wolves and help them assist with last hitting, because you're just going to get them stolen away.
Mid lane, Bob, is he going to go for this TOPSON? Oh no! Another solo kill from Bob. Couple of mangoes pop, he just charged in. It gives him the outplayed voice line once again.
I mean, this is a combo that was being run very consistently all for the past, like,
oh no, Denok, he just TP'd back. Palos just TP'd back into the lane. You can't feed over another kill. Zephyr's not going to disjoint the Spirit Siphon until Vincenzo shows up. But the damage has been dealt. Palos doesn't have the resources now until the Salve given over to play this lane.
It does feel like you need that 1 point in the living armor. It's real value coming through.
That's a T2 tower! Oh my god, thanks to Shanks, that Fissure, just to allow the Shadow Fiend to go onto the tower. And he's getting a bit more vocal this time. I didn't see the double outplayed in game 1.
I think maybe he was trying to say, use the Wild Wing Ripper, get the pushback into my Nether Blast. Can they look to get it? They might even be able to scout out Shanks here with the Wild Wing Ripper. There we go, gets the vision, gets the pushback, gets the body block. Great team play coming through there. Is it going to be enough, though?
One more right click. Yeah, they'll find it. Meanwhile, top lane, Ana gets a solo kill onto Tino's liking. So he, once again, is off to an incredible start.
I feel like it's... I don't want to call it selfish, but this is what I was talking about
Shadowfiend's in some trouble as well. Mid lane, TOPSON gets the kill, gets a region, is sitting pretty in the resources, and our tier 1 tower is going to be in trouble. Up mid lane. Aegis still for 30 seconds. They're going to be cautious. Smoke's going to pop instantly. No one pops detection. Oh, they're just running forward. Bob gets the Requiem. He's going to try and target down TOPSON, but there's no follow-up. Finally, efficient, but where's the damage? TOPSON's fine, and Ana shows up. Away from him with no hesitation. As Execration, they've got to get out. They messed up the start of the fight. They committed too heavily and didn't find any kills.
Lane creeps don't do that much.
Under attack.
It's actually Execration on the offensive for once.
Jump in. Onto Bob. They're going to try and pull him off. They might be able to do so before the BKB. Bob's out. TOPSON gives him a tip as well. He'll get him back for the laning stage. Now with the rest of Execration, they're hanging around Ana. Ana's going to be cautious. Shanks is in with the combination. The chain control needs to be perfect, and it is. Execration hit back. They stick around.
There we go.
The
reverse tips coming through. Also got the Blink Dagger still on Vincenzo. He didn't pop the Overgrowth previously.
Zephyr, we'll see if they can blow up the Death Prophet. Palace is pretty beefy with the hood activated.
Does everyone pop BKBs already? Yeah, Marcy doesn't have hers.
Charging to the middle. Tier 2's gone, so they don't really have a formation to play with. They can back up to the high ground and won't even be required as Execration are happy with the objective.
Yeah, can they find the backline? Can they get the vision down?
This is a big
Wolf
wrap around.
scouting out isn't out of the ordinary.
They see Ana. They see Ana. They're going to get the fissure, but instead they'll turn to Marcy. An instant pick off. But Execration, you need more out of this. You pop the shapeshift for it. Tino's going to charge him. Nullify's there. The threat of the overgrowth, but Vincenzo doesn't cast it. So Ana just waveforms in, gets rid of the Tree Protector, and now they've got a sentry as well to Bob's location. They're trying to force out an early use of the BKB, but Bob will be able to reposition. But Tier 1, they weathered the storm. They wasted out the shapeshift. They wasted out the double damage rune as well on Bob.
Oh, there we go. Sentry Ward gets dropped down, so there's not going to be any kind of Aegis deny coming through here. Might be the full team coming through though, TOPSON, especially if he gets hit first.
Charge up the Requiem from afar. TOPSON, they just clip on the fear. They're going to try and blow up the Pugna, but the damage is not there at the moment. TOPSON's protected. The D crept out to the north side, and our Bob is getting chased out, but a turn into the crit. They'll kill off the Marcy, but they go Overgrowth, buying some time, but no Shanks. He misses on the Echo Slam. They needed that ultimate, and our T1, they can charge on forward, targeting down Tino with a Lycan. They'll secure the easy kill. Turning to Palos next is going to be Ana. Fisher's still on cooldown for the Morphling Replicate, so they will not be able to catch up.
4-staff, just giving that little bit of a way to create some space away from the Viper, away from the Pugna, but got to join the fight now.
Ana's going to... Oh, the Manta! No, no, no! Ana, what have you done to them? Oh, there was the DD popped as well. They dropped everything to try and blow him up. Oh, some people, I don't understand how freaking good they are at Dota. Holy shit. It's such a tough call for Execration to make. If they continued taking Roche, they probably would have killed it off before T1 was able to get there. But now they've had this time to smoke up.
I mean, they want to pick off Palace. He is the one that needs to be going down. Well worth popping BKBs for.
Shake is pretty important as well. Smoke's gonna pop on Cuckoo. Palace gets the Exo along with the BKB, but the damage coming out. Ana just ripping apart the life of the Death Prophet. He doesn't have the armor to stand his ground as Ana's doing too much damage. He'll turn towards the Tree Protector, getting rid of another component onto Execration's lineup. And it's gonna be a miracle for them to turn over this team fight as Bob's charging into the middle. He's gonna BKB TP up, but Ana's damage. Ooh.
Definitely got it. He was right there on point, waiting for the bash. He even had the extra cast range, or attack range rather, from the Penta Edge Sword, and well, that is a free Roshan being picked up for T1. It's got the Aghanim Scepter on it as well, so what are we looking at here? Are we looking to give that over to Ana and just have a quick look over at Mr. Earthshaker and say, hey, what's going on, buddy? maybe when Bob reveals this moment where they feel like they can push on forward. I mean, for everything that's happening, they haven't actually lost much on Execration's side. So 40 seconds left on that Aegis.
They commit the Echo for it. Maybe it's going to be the Requiem forward with the respawn. Bob needs to be perfect with the timing, and it looks like he is, but the damage, it's not coming fast enough. Ana pops the BKB and just turns it around. They never stood a chance into the Morphling, but maybe off the back of the buyback, T1 need to respect this. As Vincenzo, though, he doesn't have the overgrowth to work with. It's going to be off the back of Palos, just running into the middle. They're going to be cautious, though. Inside the base, waveform in, Shanks with the pushback, but the damage isn't there. Ana's gonna be okay, steps outside the base. They are getting ratted though. T1 need to address this. Tino's going for tier 4s.
They hold him back. That's the question. You want to try and
call the fear
catch
to
them
the
on
vision
the
once
retreat
again.
ball?
Beautiful force.
Just not quite there, but that's the Aghanim Scepter on Shanks. If he wants to buy
You can't lose anyone.
Really
Vincenzo, oh, he's got a buyback at least. It's an early glyph forced out as well. 30 seconds until the Shadow Fiend's back alive. T1 push incredibly fast though.
Looks stalling from Shanks.
I mean, they're going for the tier 4s. Tino's in.
Palos, you fought back as well.
Palos is in trouble. Ana trying to lock onto his target. One tier 4 down, soon to the next. Dire, they're going to be able to siege much faster than Radiant. The Shadow Fiend won't even have a possibility of respawning, because look at the damage coming out from T1. It's going to be a miracle if they can hold it on Execration. And even though Shanks finds a double Echo Slam, it is not enough. As T1, with the debut of the new roster, they are able to take down Execration 2-0, and they will continue on in the upper bracket, moving on to at least the upper bracket semi-finals to face RSG.
It was a bit of a scary moment there for sure for T1. You know, they had a really good start to the game. They knew that these team fights were eventually going to come online, but just a couple of instances of poor positioning coming through from Execration. You could tell they're a little bit disappointed with how that one turned out. They had the draft to be able to take the win.